And if you don't know me, I'm Reverend Skip. I'm your associate minister here. But I come from a place called Agape International Spiritual Center. And I bring this love and this power and this energy that I learned how to share with everyone from my sister, Ricky Byers. Give her some love right here. Yes. We are so happy to have her. And if y'all missed it last night, this is FOMO. Fear of missing out. Next year, you're going to have FOMO because you missed out. And just to let you know how much everyone's been texting me today, everyone's been coming up to me, giving me hugs, going, that was fantastic. Got text this morning, and I just know that the Spirit of God was moving. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to have a new feeling in this thing that we're talking about here. So I want to welcome guests, because we have guests from California. We have guests. Quinn, welcome. We have people from all over the place that came to hear this concert last night, so I want to welcome you. And online, Facebook, we know the B-Hood is in the house today. If you don't know what the B-Hood is, that is a devotional group of people that get together on Sunday, and they support Ricky. She does it every Sunday except for here, this Sunday, because she's here, and she's going to sing for us later on. So I'm very, very excited about that. So hey, B-Hood. Yes, yes. So here at CSL, we have 7 core values, and they are love, healing, oneness, abundance, spiritual growth, service, and diversity. Today, we're going to focus in on service. So we had Black History Month first, and then we had Women's History Month. How about Black Women's History Month? Y'all know what happened this week, yes? We saw the first Black woman appointed to the Supreme Court. Now, I don't care how you feel politically, because I'm not here to talk about that. But what I am talking about is progression. And no more than 5 times in her acceptance speech, in her appointing speech, she said the word service. She would say words like, it's a service. I am so honored to be of service to the people. See, when you are truly in service, when you are truly stepping out and saying, I'm going to be a person of service, you're not just serving one community, you're serving the whole entire planet. Because everything's a vibration, everything's an energy, so the work that we do here at CSL, it's a ripple effect. It moves out into the world. When you think about service, you think about the vision. I am here because I have the ability to give. I am here because I'm called to give. I'm answering the call. Service is one of our core values because we know how important it is. I can't do this by myself. We had an army of service people here last week, service members, we're calling them sacred service members, last night that helped us to put on a concert that raised money for our music department. We can't do this by ourselves. I'm going to invite every one of you to think about, where can I serve? Where can I make a difference in this community? Trust me, it will change your life. Today, our core value is service. I was just sitting there thinking, why did I ask her to sing that song before? So I got to get up and speak afterwards. But let me tell you what that song did to me. It told me who I really was. It opened up my tired, blind eyes. And from there, I began to see infinite possibilities. I was no longer stuck in my addictions. I was no longer stuck in my self-hatred. I was no longer stuck in my internal racism. It took a process, but it was that softened my heart. You know, there's more to life than this struggle. That's what it did to me. And I heard that God is real. And I began the journey of believing that God was real, not God outside of me, but God within me. And everything came from that place of me knowing the truth that I am God in the flesh, Every time I step up here, I say a prayer, God, speak as me. This is what I know. This is why this is so important for me to be here. I love what Ricky said last night. We have a new thought, but let's have a new feeling in this church. Let's come together where we can celebrate love, we can celebrate life. This is why we are here. This is why we are here. And it doesn't start, it starts here. Well, we got to go out and learn how to live it out there, because that's the world that needs to see the love that we experience every day when we come into CSL. Y'all hear me? I love how Dr. Chris always reminds me, he says, Skip, you're here to bring us into a deeper understanding of spirituality. You're here to show us how to feel this principle. So I take it on fully. I take it on with a lot of heart. That's why you see me crying every Sunday here, because I feel it. I feel it. And I want you to feel it as well. Before I get started, and that was the pre, I want to share with you a video that our partner Baxter Martin does with us every month. And I know we have a crew of people that do this, so I'm going to ask all of us to do it. When we launch these videos every month on Instagram and on Twitter and on Facebook, repost, share it to your community so they know that there's a place here for Fort Lauderdale. That's how we're going to get the message of love out there. So let's show that video. Yeah. Thank you, Baxter Martin. That is our monthly video that they do so well. We are in partnership with a people who understands us, who are members here. We're grateful for that. We're talking about living beyond illusions today. So when I was growing up, and I'm still very much in comic books and superheroes. I love. DC and Marvel, they're it. We even asked the question, DC or Marvel, who's DC and who's Marvel? And if you're a comic book fan, you kind of know what that means. And even now, today, I will watch a movie with superheroes and I'll get swept away. I allow myself to get swept away in the movie. If I'm very clear, it is an illusion. It is a part of the fantasy. And it's okay to be swept as long as you're very sure that it's an illusion. Listen, I don't know, and I believe in multidimensional. I believe in a lot of different things I won't say up here, but I believe in multidimensional places. I know that there could be superheroes flying around in another dimension. I'm sure there could be even here some in this dimension as well. But I'm very sure that if I get up on the ceiling or on the roof of CSL and I jump off, the law of gravity says, hello, Reverend Skip. So that's the illusion that I can fly. But there are other illusions that we carry around with ourselves all the time. And there are three illusions that we carry. We carry illusions with each other. We carry illusions with ourselves. And the illusion of power. So if we're going to talk about living beyond an illusion, let's have an examination of what illusion is. Illusion is something that is or likely to be wrong, perceived, or interpreted by our senses. And the five senses that we are always working with on this level, on this human incarnation, is sight, it's feel, it's taste, it is touch, and it is also smell. What Gary Zukav is talking about in his book, Universal Human, he talks about this idea that we are evolving to multisensory beings. Dr. Chris talked about it last week. The multisensory being means that there is something that we are experiencing that we're getting beyond the physical, hence the word metaphysical. We know, listen, I'm pretty sure that there is something called God, you can call it whatever you want, call it love, call it energy, call it nature, call it Gaia, that is operating, and I have a sense of that, and I know every time I think about my mama, she calls me. That is something else that I can't tell you, I can tell you I believe it's God. So this multisensory experience that we're having is where we want to evolve to. But what stops us from this multisensory experience? The ego. The ego, another acronym. You know I love a good acronym. Here it is. Ego, edge God out. When we get into the place of the thinking, instead of the feeling, we can edge God out. Now, I don't believe that God can be edged out of anything, but our awareness and perception of God can be. So in this point here of the illusion of others, it comes in different ways. There is the physical. We have an illusion of gender, that you're a woman, I'm a man. We're different. We have the illusion of sexuality. I'm gay, you're straight, bi, whatever, and that separates us because we love differently. A big one here in America is economic inequality. And that's in our minds. We believe that we are reach a certain level up here and the other person down here, or vice versa, that we are not the same. That is an illusion. The biggest one that we've seen played out for the last, over 400 years has been race. That I'm black, you're white. So there, I should have this ceiling, and you have this ceiling, or I should have this job, should have this job. You know, I don't have to explain. But we saw it played out big throughout this pandemic. That was my come to Buddha, Krishna, Jesus moment, that there was work that I had to do within myself. And then there is the beliefs. And this is one where it's kind of sneaky, but yet it's not. It's in your face. Christian, Buddhist, Hindu. What about political beliefs? There's a divide. Red, blue, now there's purple. Yeah. So this, and green, and all that. Thank you, Ricky. She's gonna, yes. So we have these illusions that we are separate because of what we believe. Here's what happens. This creates separation. It creates assumption. You know what they say about assumption? When you assume, it creates wars and conflicts. And I truly believe that this war that we're experiencing, and this, guess what? The Ukraine is not the only war that we're experiencing. There is war in Africa. There is war in Asia. There is war all over the world. There's war right here in America. And it's because of these illusions that we continue to tell ourselves over and over again, and it becomes our truth. It's an illusion. In the Hindu faith, they say that, do not let your lying eyes deceive you. For me, I interpret that we are connected by something so much greater than what we can see. It is called love. It is called spirit. It is called the divine. That is what connects us. And until we're willing to accept that and embrace that, we're never going to move forward to the next level of evolution as a people that we're called to be. Yes? There's this illusion of self. We carry this illusion of self that I carry deeply, so I'm speaking from my own personal truth. Not enough. I'll never be enough. I can never get ahead. I can't get past this moment. Not worthy. I deserve better, or I deserve this. I will never find ... love, a new job, a new career, whatever. This is the illusion that we carry. It's a story that we keep repeating ourselves over and over again. You know what we call that? Trauma. Trauma is a repeated story that we tell ourselves over and over again, and we pull ourselves down. We pull ourselves constantly down to the place where we don't want to be, yet we want to climb out of the hole. Beyond the illusion, here's the one that I really want to target around today. Beyond the illusion of power, also known as the trigger. We all have them. We're all triggered by someone or something we see. We're all triggered. And if you're not, then I'd love to talk to you afterwards. You might be triggered right now, and it's okay. Bring it on. But the trigger is an illusion of power. When we are triggered, it's a reaction to someone else's crap. It's a reaction to our own crap. That's what a trigger is. It's a reaction. Also, that sense of someone owes me something, and when you see that person, you go right back to what they owe you. That's a trigger. What people think of me is none of my business, but I can let it trigger me. We all have that. And they might not even be thinking about us, but in our head, we are their greatest story that they're telling themselves. So we're telling this in our head, and they don't even care about us. But it is still a trigger. Here's another trigger, that you can save the world because of what you're seeing. Here's the truth. A trigger is a dynamic activation of energy. It's a dynamic activation of energy. So Gary Zukav says this, and I love this quote. This is what he says. When you act from a frightened part of your personality, you're caught in an illusion. It seems real, and you believe its thoughts and suffer its pain. In other words, the illusion becomes apparent in you through your painful emotion. Take that in just for a moment. And he goes on to say this is another quote. The entire domain of painful emotion is an illusion, and when an individual appears to cause painful emotions in you, your experience do not have anything to do with that individual. See, there is a difference between the circumstances and the illusion. The circumstances is this: there is a war going on. The circumstances is that people have hurt us. The circumstances is that our children might fall off the bike, and then there we go. We get into the illusion, the dynamic energy, the pain. So part of this work here is to understand, what is this energy that we're feeling? What is this energy that's coming up in us? When we are triggered, is an activation of the little self. I call it my ego. When I'm triggered by something that someone says to me, I'm triggered, and I let the little ego, the little skip, I have a name for my ego, it's called little skip. And little skip chatters, says you're not good enough, but you know you do this, and you know that person doesn't like you. The ego's here to protect, defend, and attack. So when it's active, the little skip, it's that little child that, you have to say, hey, little skip, I hear you, but I need to have a conversation with God. So in this ego, in this place of the fragile ego that's working, here's what we move. Here's the thing that we do to move out of this illusion. Number one, remember this. You have dominion over your emotions. Circumstance. You lost your job. That's a real circumstance that's happened. We have a choice to move through that situation in love, in infinite possibilities, or in the place of I am not going to get, or I am not good enough, and relive the pain over and over again. Now, I'm not telling you got to jump out of your emotions, because that's not my message. My message is saying you have dominion. When you're ready to leave and let that emotion go, you will. That's your process. We're talking about stepping into authentic power. Authentic power is understanding that you have dominion of what you are experiencing. Not the circumstance, but to move out of the illusion. Number two, recognize what it is. I am having an experience here. I can hold on to it, or I can release it. This is not who I am. This is an experience. It does not define me. It is not who I am. Sometimes I have to say that over and over and over again. The biggest statement that I have as a minister here from the members, and I love it when you do it, and I have to go, okay, thank you very much. I always get, you know what you should do? Y'all know who you are. I love it, though. I love it because sometimes I am asking counsel from people, because that's how we do as ministers. I have ministers who minister to me. what I want to do is understand that even when I am feeling that energy of, oh yeah, I need to do this, I can get into the chaos, or I can walk through it with peace and go, thank you very much. Knowing that everything's going to be okay. It's already okay because I'm a child of God. That's the only way a child of God can live. It's okay. I have a choice. Number 3, I can't change the world. It's not an external change. It is an internal change within me. Wayne Dyer talks about this, that we see where we're looking from. If I'm looking from a place of chaos in my emotions and the illusion, that's what I'm going to see more of. And number 4, interact versus react. We have a choice. Interaction means we go within, we pray, we meditate, especially when we're getting this energy and this illusion is coming up in us. This is the time that we call forth prayer and meditation. This is time that we ask God for the counsel. We turn to spirit. Reaction, you know what reaction is? A reactivation of energy. So when we react and we reactivate that same energy that we don't want to be a part of. We have a choice to interact or react. Your choice. You have dominion over your emotions. Recognize what it is. Only you can change within. Interact versus react. I love this next quote from Gary Zukav. He says this: the 4 characteristics of an authentic personal or powerful personalities are, and we're talking about authentic power. This is what I want you to remember: humbleness, clarity, forgiveness, and love. So I love humbleness first. It says, I am teachable. I am teachable. I am teachable. So my sister comes in, and we are having the great time, and we get home, and we just start talking like we haven't missed a moment. It was great. I got to share some things with her about my eating. This is the heaviest I've ever been. Florida, y'all like to eat. Y'all like to eat. Y'all, yes, we do, yes. And I've been rolling with it too. And I shared with her, and I knew that once I would share, because I was expecting this to happen, she would get me right back into what I know. See, I came from the vegan land of California. Plant-based, the plant-based plant love, and it really works within me. I'm not telling you to be a plant-based eater, but I'm telling you to be a plant-based eater more. I'm telling you be more plant-based. Yes. I have to say this, I need help. And the whole week, I keep saying a week, it's been a day, she was just giving me the guidance, and I'm like, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. We must ask for help. We must get a practitioner to hold space for us. We must sit in front of a practitioner and say, I don't know, I feel lost. Humility will bring us to the place of transformation, and that is the truth. Humility means that we are connected and we are vulnerable to feel the connection. This is why I cry. This is why I feel the connection, because I'm open. Humility says that I'm not here alone. And that's authentic power. When you can humble yourself, you're in humility. Clarity. We're looking for clarity from God, from the universe. That's what we're looking for. See, I don't move until I am moved. And I'm moved by spirit. I don't move until I'm moved. In the morning, boy, if I don't get that meditation time in and say, God, show me what I need to do today, I'm lost. I'm lost. Y'all know that song, Jesus Take the Wheel? I'm like, Jesus take the wheel because I'm about to hit a tree. Show me where I need to go. Show me where I need to flow. So the clarity is not about from here. Clarity is from here, from the heart. Forgiveness. If you can't forgive, cool. Pull from the universe, because that's where forgiveness comes from. I always say this, driving down, and y'all made fun of me last week when I said the 95, because LA is like the 405. I'm driving down 95, and I tell you what, them drivers, and I always say, God bless you right now, because I can't. And guess what, y'all? I now have my Florida driver's license and my registration. I'm one of y'all. I'm one of the Florida drivers now, y'all. You're stuck with me, CSL. I'm here to stay. I got my license. You know, Envy, that made it official. When you got your license, that made it official. Oh, yeah, I'm a resident now. Hallelujah. The last one is love, and I'm going to end with this. Michael, can we bring our sister back up to the piano? The last one is love. There's no spot that love is not. This is what I truly, truly, truly know. There is no spot that love is not. When we are moving from authentic power, it is moving from the only power that can change lives, that can stop wars, that can change your mind, that can give you hope, that can show you who you are. We're talking about the power of love. Love is freedom. Love is allowing to receive. Love is that energy that has created the earth, that has created you, me. This love energy takes us to places that we did not know we wanted to go. It's not a rom-com love. You can't even really see it, but it's a love that you feel. It is a love that you think about, but when you come in contact with it, you know it. It is a love that heals families, broken families. It is a love that brings us to a place of right thinking. It is a love that elevates a community. This is the love that we are here to experience. This love is a love that has no end. It's eternal. It's a spirit that I call divine. If I tried to really explain it, I would be short. But if you can just close your eyes right now and experience it through Ricky Byers, just feel it.
God of my spirit, supreme inspiration. God of my heart, I take refuge in your great love. Creator and ultimate wisdom. May all be blessed and may all be at home. God of my soul, supreme inspiration. God of the stars, I take refuge in your great love. Creator and ultimate wisdom. May all be blessed. May all be blessed. May all be blessed, and may all find the way to love. Oh,
Yes. Yes. And as we continue to go within ourselves, as we take this moment to hear these words and this chant, I give thanks. I give absolute thanks and gratitude for this time that we can fully experience love. Give thanks that the one power, the one presence, the love energy is active everywhere. It is this energy that lives within us. It is us. It is this vibration that is our life that is expanding more and more of itself as us. This love energy is the energy of healing, is the healing of abundance, of oneness, of everything divine is. We are it. I bring to my consciousness anyone in this room right now who is experiencing any sense of dis-ease, challenges, triggers, that this is the time that we can lay them at the altar. We can free ourselves. This is a time that we can step into a new understanding of what love really is, that we may be transformed. I give thanks for this day. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Thank you, my sister. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Oh. Woo. Wow. Feel the love. Y'all feel the love? We believe, Center for Spiritual Living, that meditation is the mother of our spiritual practices. So we practice meditation here. And this is our time that we get to go within. We get to take a moment. And, one of the things I hear from clients, who come in who want spiritual counseling, I say, how's your meditation practice? And a lot of times I hear, you don't meditate. And I hear, why not? They go, I don't have time. All right. If you don't have time to meditate, then you're the prime candidate for meditation. I'm going to show you how easy it is. We're just going to go within, and we're going to take a moment just to listen to the song. Meditation is about listening. So everyone close your eyes, go within, and just listen to this song.
Spirit meets me there. Spirit meets me there.
When the divine spirit meets you there in this sacred moment, what does it say to you? What does Spirit speak? Loving, kind words. This love energy I've been talking about today. What does absolute unconditional love say to you? When this love energy speaks to you and meets you there, what does it say about you? Let's listen to the divine speak words of love. how sweet it is just to listen. How sweet it is just to be still and just hear. See, this love energy does not live outside of you. It lives in you. In fact, it is you. But taking the time to be still and to listen is the greatest gift that we can give to ourselves of self-love. Today is the day. Today is the day we begin our spiritual practice of meditation so that we may fully transform our life. We take responsibility.
I breathe out, I breathe in, I am still, I go within. When I quiet my mind, in the stillness I find Spirit meets me there. Spirit meets me there.
Yes. And so it is. Amen. No, I'm not. No. But I want everyone who's going to wear their bonnet, bring their bonnet, wear it next Sunday for Easter. It's going to be a fantastic event. How many of y'all have bonnets that you want to wear? I see no hands. That is wrong. Okay, thank you. All right. Now it's time to do our affirmations. You're probably sitting on it, so grab your affirmation. It's just like mine. Let's know this together. Let's do our affirmations. I activate my authentic power, and I am a magnet for infinite good. My divine opportunities are endless, and so it is. All right, yes. Let's know this together. Let's stand up. It is in the power of the presence of the divine gratitude I give thanks. It is this power of absolute celebration that this has been a wonderful day, and it's still a wonderful day, because the power of God is ever expanding as itself, as each and every one of us. It is so good to know that we can leave out of this sanctuary and go to begin the lesson and live all the things that we've heard today. So we say yes to changing the planet. We say yes to being the giver of love. For everything we do is to remember to experience more love and to give more love, experience more joy, and to give more joy. This is the day that God has made, Spirit has made, love has made, and we shall rejoice in it and be glad. Oh, and be glad. And so it is. Amen, amen. Yes. Facebook and online, we'll see you next week at 10:30. Everyone, we're going to do our closing song together. Yes, let's do it.
Thank you for watching, and thanks for supporting CSL. If you'd like to know more about us, check us out on our website or social media. Blessings.